whole different thing, huh? Okay. Would everyone please stand for the posting of colors by the Rio Linda High School JROTC Color Guard and the singing of our national anthem? And if you could please remain standing until the color guard has left the field. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, singing our national anthem is graduating senior Nicole Baldugo.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening and welcome, and thank you for being here to celebrate Rio Linda High School's graduating class of 2011. I am Ed Delgado, and it is my honor to serve as Rio Linda High School principal. And before we go any further, could we just have a great celebration for the weather that held out for us tonight and this beautiful venue? Woo! All right. So please allow me to introduce those that provide guidance and support to our district schools. Superintendent Frank Porter, Board President Michelle Rivas, Board Vice President Bob Bastian, Neighborhood Network Director Rusty Clark, our school administrators Scott Myers, Kelly Cassidy, and Randy Holcomb. And our hardworking and dedicated teachers, counselors, and staff. And please, to our many treasured volunteers, parent volunteers who are with us tonight. All right. So my deepest appreciation to those who are instrumental in planning and preparing for tonight's event, including personnel from Raleigh Field, Jostens, Twin Rivers Unified School District, Director of Business Services Greg Rash, and Shelley Ferris, our school secretary. Thank you. Well, I get to open up this great event with some remarks to our seniors. Graduating class, while this may be my first year as your high school principal, I've had the privilege of supporting the education of many of you in your younger days. It is the vision of our district to provide an education that inspires each of you to extraordinary achievement every day, from preschool on to college and careers. And really, tonight it is you that inspires us. Yesterday, I was signing yearbooks of students that I had while I was at Orchard School. I was reminded of just how fast these years go by. Those that help raise and educate you have been letting you go a little bit at a time. Well, tonight is the biggest stepping off place for you so far. So as you continue on your journey of becoming your own person, please know this: we are all so proud of you. Look around you and see how many love and cherish you. We just experienced every 15 minutes, not only in simulation, but also the tragic reality of what it would be like to lose just one of you. Some of you know exactly what you are going to do next. Some have an idea, and some are managing one day at a time. That's okay, as becoming your own person is a journey. We recognize and celebrate your talent and potential. How you use your talents and what you make of your potential will be determined by your choices. As you step off, please keep these thoughts and wishes tucked away. Appreciate those that love and care for you. Take joy in the world around and beyond the world you know today. Respect others so that you might find respect in yourself. Discover the value of giving to others. Don't let only monetary or status values determine your happiness. Take from our fragile earth only what you need and save enough for those that will follow you. Laugh and smile, learn from and rise above your mistakes. Stop and reflect along the way. We wish you all the best and hope that you will someday return and tell us of all the great and small things you are doing. As we send you forth, we also wish the best to our retirees. Mrs. Linda Carstetter, Mr. Juan Amesqua, Coach Diane DeMonesis, Mr. Daniel Gregory, Mr. Thomas Campbell, Miss Velma Strong, and Miss Donna Jones. Please join me in thanking and congratulating these retirees for all their years of service. So now, well, tonight we honor all graduation candidates for their accomplishment. 15 students are recognized among this year's class for their academic achievement. Based on grade point average criteria, our top students could not be narrowed down to 10 because of their comparable high achievement. Please allow me to introduce these fine students and then may we celebrate their achievement. Larry Davis, Laura Murguia, Anthony Verdugo, Cassandra Jones, Annie Lohr, Larissa Levine, John Gordillo, Stephanie Lee, Dee Lowe, and our salutatorians with a GPA of 4.0 and above, Matthew Queen, Darren Wall Jr., Heather Del Nero, Amanda Frith, Summer Jurek, and this year's valedictorian, Megan Lackey. Please welcome onto the stage Megan Lackey for her valedictorian address.
Thank you, Mr. Delgado. For those of you that don't know, I just recently asked every senior in the senior class to fill out a survey in their English class. This survey asked them what some of their favorite memories were and what they thought about high school. So to the class of 2011, you guys honestly were my inspiration for this speech, so I thank you for that. It's kind of long, so bear with me. For us, freshman year was not knowing where on earth the S-wing and the V-wing were at because nobody thought of telling us. For us, freshman year was estimating all of the seniors to be about 28 years old. For us, freshman year was barely having any homework and then naively believing that all of high school would be that easy. But to Sean Vu, freshman year was enjoying the night dog before it was gone. To Natalie Tao, freshman year was getting lost on the first day of school because her older sister saw her friends and then left her behind. And I think we can all relate to what Daphne Kennelly thought freshman year was. A year of first. Maybe it was our first relationship, our first heartbreak, our first high school dance, or our first time realizing that we weren't kids anymore. To Christina Gonzalez, freshman year was being excited to finally be in high school. Then came sophomore year. And to Christina Gonzalez, sophomore year was not being able to wait until she got out of high school. It's crazy how much changes in 1 year. To Karen Acevedo, sophomore year was discovering a friend who had a car so they could take her places. But to most of us, sophomore year was, quite frankly, not memorable. The novelty of high school had begun to wear off, and we weren't even considered upperclassmen yet. That all changed with junior year. For us, junior year was the toughest year academically. It was filled with A through G requirements, AP classes, SAT testing, and college preparation. But junior year was more than just academics. It was getting our licenses, piling as many friends into our cars as we could, and then blasting loud music as we drove around without a purpose. Junior year was also driving our cars on empty because we were too scared to tell our parents why we ran out of gas so quickly. But to DJ Wool, junior year was scoring a game-winning field goal in the final seconds of a football game at Natomas. To our school's AP biology class, junior year was becoming the first students at our school to pass the AP test. And then there was senior year. For us, senior year was filled with college acceptances, senior ball, unexcused absences, and deadlines, deadlines, deadlines. But to Anastasia Isayeva, senior year was having all of her hard work finally pay off. To Bianca Mata, senior year was having every single day be a new memory. To Joseph Pyrus, senior year was juggling a sport, a job, and college applications. To our school's varsity soccer team, senior year was placing in sectionals and making it to playoffs. But to everybody, senior year was about conquering senioritis. For those of you that don't know, Urban Dictionary defines senioritis as the following: a crippling disease that strikes all high school seniors. The only known cure is a phenomenon known as graduation. Now, before we go and cure our senioritis, let me finish with this. Most importantly, though, senior year was about growing up. It was having all the memories and fun times from freshman, sophomore, and junior year come to a halt as we felt the weight of the world on our shoulders. It was constantly being asked, what are you doing after high school? Where are you going to college? Are you getting a job? And then having, I don't know, not be an acceptable answer. It was us feeling expected to have our whole lives figured out by tonight, June 1st at 7 p.m. I think Senor Mescua said it best when he said, Mija, in this country, you can be whatever you want to work to be. And that is the hardest part of growing up. When we were young, they told us we could be whatever we wanted. And then we got to high school, and we realized we had to work for what we wanted. So, as we look back, we remember everyone asking us, so, what do you want to be? Sierra Ross wanted to be a veterinarian, a lawyer, and an astronaut. Oh, and a princess. Jennifer Vu wanted to be an ice cream woman with a huge ice cream truck. Colby Peck wanted to be a cowboy or a director. Kelsey Burrow wanted to be an opera singer. Erica Ruprick just wanted to be a mom or a chef. Desi Dolar wanted to be greater than Beyonce. And at the bottom, she made sure to add, still do. And Patrick Goyette just wanted to be like Steve Irwin. Now, what better way to conclude than by quoting Twilight? But now that we're grown up and graduating from high school, they want a serious answer. Well, how about this? Who knows? This isn't the time to make hard and fast decisions. It is a time to make mistakes, but learn from them and be humbled by them, because for the rest of our lives, we will continually make mistakes. Believe me, I know. Really quickly, to my parents, for all the times that I've messed up, thank you for loving me anyway. It seems like it was just yesterday that I was 5 and had to have perfect socks on and demanded you to let me pick out my own outfits. And I know that it made your lives difficult then, and that I continue to make them difficult, but I promise you, you raised me right, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. To my family, my best friends, and my boyfriend, I cannot thank you enough for loving me the way I am, too. I owe you all a lifetime of memories and support. And to all of my brothers and sisters, it really breaks my heart to know that I won't be there next year and that you guys are going to continue to grow up. But wherever you guys are, I promise you, I would give up everything I have to watch you guys succeed. And lastly, thank you to all the teachers who taught me not only about a subject, but about life. So here is my and Jessica from Twilight's advice. Live a little. Allow "I don't know" to be an acceptable answer when people question you about your future. But change it to "I don't know yet." Change your mind, then change it again, because nothing is permanent. Make as many mistakes as you can. That way someday, when they ask again what we want to be, we won't have to guess. We'll know. Thank you. And now, hopefully I don't cry again, but I have the honor of introducing the next guest speaker. He is a superstar athlete, a top-of-the-line student. He wrestles, he plays football, he runs track, and on top of all of that, he has gotten a 4.0 or higher every semester of high school. He's one of my closest friends, Darren Wold Jr.
Thank you, Megan. You tried to get me very emotional there. Okay. Well, I'd like to thank all the families, friends, faculty, and staff that came here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2011. Today is not only a day to remember our past, but also a day to look back to look ahead to our futures. Well, let's go back to our past. This can't be too hard for us. I mean, it seems like just yesterday, we all still thought that glue was edible and that the Backstreet Boys were the best boy band of all time. Whether you still think that is besides the point. I don't know about everybody else, but I have relatives coming to me all the time saying, "Wow, look how much you've grown." I mean, it gets a little old. Probably because I haven't grown much. My family and I have this stick that we keep in our garage to record how tall my brother and I have got over the years. I look at it now and wonder how the heck I grew so fast when I was younger. I laugh at the fact that my 7-year-old brother is already 3 inches taller than I was when I was 7. A little embarrassing, to say the least. Just this Monday, we measured my height, and it turned out to be the exact same height as last year. My mom had to crack a joke by saying, "Looks like you've shrunk." The only comeback I had was, "No way, Mom, the stick got longer." Though I may not ever grow to be taller than 5'7", both my willingness to learn and my capacity to care for others will continue to grow. As all of us grow up and change, one thing remains the same: our past. Our past is something that we can never change. Knowing that, why don't we write our futures as best as we can? Malcolm X once said, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today." That's an exact representation of what we have here today. How do you think all of us graduates got here? Do we just wait for things to come to us? Heck no, we went out and got them. Not only do we prepare for what was to come, but we also remembered how we got here. On top of that, we went through numerous hours of homework, countless amounts of studying, and a whole lot of complaining. So here we sit, preparing for our future. We all have a plan, whether it's to go to a trade school, go to military, or go to a university. Whatever it is, we all have set our minds to it, and we're ready to take on whatever life throws at us. At this point, I would like all the friends and family to turn and look at the class of 2011. You are now looking at our future lawyers, doctors, and yes, even McDonald's managers. As all these graduates walk across the stage, I want everyone to do two things. Remember our past and envision our futures. Mom and Dad, really quick, I want to say thank you for all the help you've given me over the past few years. I know that I can be a huge pain sometimes, but I love you guys for putting up with me. I'm going to miss you guys a lot when I'm off at college, but don't worry, I will come home every chance I get. And a special thank you to my little brother, Adam. You're such a bright young boy, full of potential, and I know you'll make me proud. I also would like to thank all my teachers that have helped me prepare for college and later on in life. Last but not least, I would wish to thank my coaches that helped me be disciplined and shape me into a much better person. I love everyone. I leave everyone with this quote I found a few days ago on the internet. It came from a man named David Zucker, don't know why, but he said, "Quit now, you'll never make it. If you disregard this advice, you'll be halfway there." Oh, and for all you players out there, I just lost the game. I'd like to introduce the next speaker. It's our class of 2011 senior class president, and also my sister from another Mr. Sierra Trevino Smith. That thing echoes a lot. Just down here.
I love you too. Can we put this down? I'm kind of short. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Good evening, students, staff, and parents. I'm Sierra, your senior class president. At the start of my one-year political career here at Rio Linda, I immediately started worrying about tonight, specifically this speech. I'm pretty nervous, so I'm trying the old imagine them in their underwear thing, but I started to feel bad for you with the weather being what it is. High school is where we grew into adults, well, most of us, and it gave us a wealth of exciting new experiences. It'll be hard saying goodbye to all the twilight arguments we had, whether you were Team Edward or Team Jacob, or seeing everyone online on Facebook counting down the words until our essays were finished, or to hear all the boys say that Patrick Goyette's mom is hot. I'll never forget that. The good news is that a wise old man, Mr. Kaplan, told me that there are only 7 graduation speeches, and this is number 3, advice for going out into the world. Since I haven't been out into the world yet, I decided to ask some teachers for one final lesson. Mr. Wilson told me that we should show up every day and be counted, a lesson that I need to learn. But hey, I got a lot of sleep in the mornings, and us young adults need those extra few hours. According to Mr. Kaplan, don't learn from your mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes. Christina, I definitely learned from your mistakes. According to Mr. Emerson, failure is a great teacher if you let it be. Oh, how it has taught me. For Mr. Bassoni, at the end of your life, it isn't the things you did do that you'll regret, it's the things you didn't do. I'll be the first to admit that I didn't do my Canterbury's tail paper on time. Sorry, Cappy. But then again, a lot of us didn't. Dr. Gavrilov, the man who knows everything about the universe, says that knowledge is dangerous, but knowledge is power. Learning about the edible complex and the electric complex was great, but apparently talking about it at dinner is a bad idea. Mr. Black says that asking doesn't mean you lack wisdom. It's evidence of wisdom. You're a wise man, Mr. B, wise man. Our very own PSO, Douglas, says that life begins at 30, because apparently at 29, you're still an aimless idiot wandering around trying to figure out who to marry, what house to buy, where your career is going, and whether you should start a band or not. I'd love to talk about how I'm going to miss school, but that's speech number 7, reminiscing about the good old days. Plus, I'm heading off to college, so about 4 to 8 more years left of school to go. Yay. In closing, I'd like to thank a few people. Ms. Jimenez couldn't be here tonight, but I'm still gonna say what I wanted to say. Hopefully somebody will tell her. But I would not be standing up here if it wasn't for her. She changed my life and many others like me. We missed having her this year. She made school fun for us. I love her and appreciate everything she's done for me and this class. Grandma, I know I don't tell you I love you enough, but I do, and I'm so glad you could be here tonight. Christina, I love you, and you're the best friend I've ever had. Coach Josh, thank you for always being there for me. Rhonda, my boss, thank you for giving me the day off. On behalf of the class, I want to thank Sharon Thompson and Carrie Wool for helping out a lot this year and for helping me personally. You always came through for us when we needed you. Ms. Burdick, our class advisor, thank you for stepping up this year as our class advisor. I know it was tough dealing with a bunch of mouthy seniors, but you did a great job. Mr. Kaplan, you're an amazing teacher, and I'm so glad I got to be your student this year. Enrique, Danielle, Mariah, Heather, Wesley, Fermina, Danielle, Emily, Shauna, Celine, Adria, Luke, Ruby, Jessica, AB, George, Clasario, Sean, Megan, Heather, I already said Heather, DJ, I love you guys, and I'm gonna miss you next year. And, sorry, and Yanelli, sorry. Congratulations, class of 2011. We had many good times here, and I wanted to let you know that I had a good time, and I hope you did too. Your families are extremely proud of you. They're probably at this moment feeling very relieved, so this might be a good time to ask for money. Dad, we'll talk about it later. Be safe tonight and don't drink and drive. Thank you.
How about a nice round of applause for our 3 speakers? What a wonderful job they did. Thank you. Well, now, folks, it's about time that we got down to announcing our candidates for graduation and presenting them with their diplomas. Announcing candidates are Robert Abbott, our school librarian, and Julie Burdick, senior class advisor.
D. Lore.
Larry Davis.
Summer Jurich.
Darren Wall Jr.
Megan Lackey.
Heather Del Nero.
Sarah Trevino Smith.
Robert Martinez.
Cassandra Jones.
Anthony Verdugo.
Matthew Queen.
Larissa Levine.
John Gordillo.
Stephanie Lee. Yes.
Laura Murguia. Anastasia Isaeva.
Alexandria Williams.
Athena Jackson.
Amanda Shane.
Christina Aguirre.
Cheyenne Patterson.
Stephen Wold.
Kylan Schleter.
Anthony Dam.
Robert Harvey. Nina Hernandez.
Jeremiah Lynn Allen.
Mary Means.
Benjamin Ernst.
Sean Thompson. Ming Yang.
Keith Doyle.
Jeremiah Davis.
Brianna Espinosa.
Chelsea Reese.
Celia Brown. Aliyah Sane Tupa Ahau Neyuthi Tonga.
Victor Munoz.
Eric Ivanuk.
Becky Batista.
Joey Managa.
Chrissy Renee Stilley.
Amy Nicole Lara.
Alexandria Robo.
Chad Mitchell.
Soraya Loudon.
Joshua Black.
Jesse Butler.
Andrew Green.
Sierra Ross. Leanne Martinez.
Chris Gibbons.
Samantha Harris. Kelsey Morris.
Daryl Newell.
Brittany Murphy. Riza Larzing.
Natalia Nicole Cortez.
Pazong Vang.
Rothmi Blia Thor.
Natalie Tao.
Jennifer Vu.
Bai Vu.
Paku Lee.
Henry Osenchuk.
Michael Anderson.
Louisa Moritz. Juana Ramirez.
Abriel Cardina. Carolina. Sorry.
Juana Ramirez.
Kristen Day.
William Roberts.
Jacqueline Ruiz.
Nancy Solis.
Lizette B. Caro Rodriguez.
Jesus Guadalupe Rodriguez.
Crystal Reynoso.
Yesenia Martinez.
Itzel Hilda Caceres.
Allison Davidson.
Karen Acevedo.
Theodore Church Reeves. Jasmine Golden Harris.
Deshaylin Marie Joyne Francis.
Jasmine Golden Harris.
Kaylina Office.
Tracy Ward.
Naomi Beatrice Paval.
Kiasha Ashanti Mayhand.
Brianna Hardy.
Rakisha Gassaway.
Rihanna Ritchie.
Tierra Williams.
Ariona Machado. Sorry.
Nathan Hollenbeck.
DeAndre Lamkin.
Shaquille Woolfolk.
Stephen Ray Flemons.
Kaylin Worley Buxton.
Cassandra Ridgely.
Dina Nazarchuk.
Svetlana Nesvetaeva.
Alexander Lawson. Is it a hard one? Okay. Is it a hard
AJ Hernandez.
one? Okay.
Anissa Morgan.
Salvador Coronado.
Shivan Prasad.
Oscar Jesus Cruz.
Bill Vang.
Christian Magayon. Is it hard?
Danielle Martinez Francisco. Savanesh Raj.
J. Corey Brown.
Trayvon Hunter.
Kiana Harmon. Trower.
Cassandra Woosley.
Teresa Trower.
JC Riddle. Molly Slingerland.
Yasmin Shively.
Lydia Elise Reynard.
Maximo R. Vara. Is it a hard one?
Mark Crumrine.
Michaela Jade Munya.
Giselle Aguirre Noriega.
Stacy Jackson.
Diana Ponyabiesnaya.
Cao Lee.
Marissa Herr.
Sylvester Cha.
Kimberly Vang.
Zia Lore.
Zai Lor.
Cao Zong.
Amanda Vang.
Eric Vu.
Nanli Lor.
Mercedes Lee.
Mashia Zong.
Monica Delgado.
Kevin Zong.
Desi Say What Dolor.
KD Benavente.
Jamie Gates.
Gary Harmon.
Nicole Locuesta Baldugo.
Jasmine Denise Woodward.
Bruce Bang.
Brandon Lee.
Jer Lee.
Sue Lee.
Jim Lowe.
Jonathan Zong.
Mercedes King.
Kayla Boynkin.
Kelly Lind.
Elliot Bogart.
Roberto Gomez.
Ranita Prasad.
Anthony Ram.
Courtney Sepong.
Rajit Sandhu. Is it hard?
Anarita Kumar.
Jasprit Kaur. That's
Aaron Pack.
Davis Lowe.
Samantha McMillan.
Mary Lyles.
Gabriela Sanchez.
Lori Sanchez.
Brittany Twiss.
Leah Lozano.
Ryan Gonzalez.
Julia Benavides.
Colby Todd.
Nick Andrews.
Trevor Harris.
Trevor Tantillo.
Drew Muhammad Ali White.
That's right. Brandon Thompson.
Brian Rossiter.
Jacob Girardi.
Author Arthur Alvanzian.
Jacob Lipo.
Austin Swest.
Philip Turner.
John Lawyer.
Chris Macharo.
Canizales. Mauricio Canizales.
Logan Cook.
Robert Manor.
Colby Peck. Zach McManus. Sorry. Adam Herrera.
Brittany Murphy. Caitlin McMillan.
Ashley Barron.
Darian Galtney.
Vivian Lara.
Sayatil Piniosa.
Maria Huato.
Elizabeth McEntee.
Diana Estevas Bararo.
Ursula Perez.
Thomas Knuckles.
Sebastian Banworth.
Tiffany Moore.
Jacina Sparkman.
Patrick Whitnauer.
Terrence Brooks.
Jessica Romero.
Devin Davidson.
Alex Blanco.
Meka Peasy.
Ayla Williams. Christian Petty.
Alistair McInnes.
Nicole Greer. Okay.
Brittany Spears.
Marco Valdivia.
Eric Manera.
Okay. Marco Valdivia.
Jessica Sanchez.
Marlene Vasquez.
Vanessa Hutchinson.
Cecilia Castillo.
Christina Gonzalez.
Luke McCoy. Mason McCoy.
Alejandra Lara.
Angel Stone.
Ashley Kirichai.
Darlene Perez. How do you say it?
Brianna Huey.
Irina Bodrug. Danielle,
Kathleen Saturn.
Danielle Zambrano. Elizabeth Pinto.
Catherine Mejia.
Elizabeth Pinto.
Rosie Chumber.
Moises Fonseca.
Daisy Sanchez.
How do I say your last name? Alejandra Padilla.
Yesenia Lopez.
Urrutia. Vanessa Urrutia. Okay.
Janelli Becerra.
Wendy Gonzalez. Anthony Brown.
Justin Angeles.
George Cadavero.
Andrea Fuentes.
Erica Ramirez.
Andre Ware.
Yasmin Dominguez. David Papadou.
Julian Espinosa.
Ben Draper. Sydney Orduno.
Jasmine Esparza.
Kanong Vang.
Edgar Orta.
Fernando Vasquez.
Jasmine Galindo.
Maria Gonzalez.
Bianca Ruby Mata.
Sebastian Mora.
Jonathan Osorio.
Rebecca Jenkins.
Linda Ramirez.
Juan Pedraza.
Noe Solorio.
Lorenzo Mendoza.
Nahi Jabin.
Sue Lau.
Christopher Fleming.
Jeremy Peterson. Clisario De La Rosa. Luis Mercado.
Josh Havens.
Michael Jamar.
Jure Perez.
Michael Jamar Noonan.
Cantiar Peng.
Cristia Quintos.
Jamie Vang.
Savanita Ing. Okay.
Ashley Ram. Serge Shakti Batar.
Sean Vu.
Raquel Limos.
Caitlin Escana.
Adriana Morgan.
Brittany Lindenthal. Yes.
Chrissy Conti.
Erica Ruprecht.
Celine Dickinson.
Emmy Bear Cox. Fermina Avila. Not Avila.
Marshall Shelley Baisden.
Fermina Avila.
Miranda Meadows.
Cheyenne Morris.
Jacob Tallman.
Sylvia Sanchez.
Vishal Naden.
John Sarah.
Young American Yang.
Christopher Cardenas Corello.
Zachary Marble.
Joseph Superman Pyrus.
Jake Whiffler.
Andrew Lawrence.
Jordan Lugar.
Amanda May Frith.
Chelsea Gomez.
Kelsey Burrow. Is it
Ricardo Rodriguez.
okay? Do I do a Esperanza or no?
Rana Brestini.
Jose Esparza. Is it hard?
Kevin Gutierrez.
Cesar Santana.
Carlos Vini Salazar.
Rusty Branham.
Talon Brazier.
Elizabeth Marion.
Priscilla McDaniel.
John Fitch.
Sean McIntyre.
Michael Iriarte.
Patrick Goyette.
Wesley Scobie.
Danielle Rocha.
Jenna May Thorne. Oh.
Brianna Scott.
Haley Ingman. Kenesha.
Adria Sanchez Chaidez.
Kenesha Montgomery.
Samantha Bowen.
Felicia Ayers.
Jessica Snow.
Daphne Kennelly.
Shauna Brienne Donahoe.
Mariah Summer Marie Tinty.
Kayla Rickert.
Dustin Jenkins.
Cameron Scott.
Alex Vieira.
Hey, I think that was faster.
How about that?
This is it.
I didn't read it, but you have a statement about it.
I have a what?
You have the statement that says Secretariat? Okay, just checking.
All right now, seniors, stand please. Yes. Superintendent Porter, Board President Rivas, Vice President Bastian, and Director Clark, and all those in witness tonight. As principal of Rio Linda High School, it is my honor to officially certify that these students before you have successfully completed all graduation requirements as set forth by the state of California and the Twin Rivers Unified School District. Therefore, it is my pleasure to present to you the Rio Linda High School graduating class of 2011. Students, please turn your tassels in recognition of this accomplishment. And could we give them one more round of applause, please? Well, this concludes our ceremony. If you would please remain in the stands and allow our graduates to process out. You may greet your graduate at the entrance of the stadium. Good night, and thank you for attending.
Thank you.